It's been about 3 years since the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line has started releasing figures. Battle Cat was the first one to arrive on the scene. And in the 3 years that the line has been out, we've gotten some really interesting takes on some of our favorite characters. We've gotten some new characters. And overall, despite criticism, the line has thrived and flourished. And as of right now, 3 years in, I wanted to rank the 10 iterations of Skeletor that we've gotten so far, and I thought it would be cool to share that with you today. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to start out with my number 10 on the list. This is the other Netflix series, CGI animated series, and I really like this take. Definitely not my favorite Skeletor I've ever seen, but I think it looks cool in a cartoonish kind of sense, you know, kind of like a caricature sense. So very cool. My number 10 pick for the Skeletors in the Masterverse, coming in at number 9, a highly controversial character for the initial release of the series. A lot of people weren't happy with some of the story points. You know what? Ho-hum, too bad. You know what I'm saying? At least, thank goodness, Masters of the Universe is back and it's relevant in conversation. The fiction and the mythos of the universe is still interesting to people, and we're getting some new takes on some old characters, and we're adding some new flavor to it. I think that's super dope. I am a fan of Skelegod. I like the storyline with it. I like the design of this character, save for a few features. I'm not a big fan of these elements. I'm not a big fan of this super spiked out fingers. A cool take, and he is my number 9. Coming in at number 8. And as the first thing that comes to mind is that I want to say another controversial figure in the line. And then that made me think of, you know what? The entire return of Motu, it seems like, has been controversial this era, you know? And I guess that's just a sign of the times. But at the end of the day, again, I repeat, it's so dope that Masters of the Universe is back. And this is the Virgil Abloh artist's take on Skeletor. It is the same sculpt as the initial release of Skeletor that we got, but I like it very much. I like the fact that we got a deep cut like this with an artist's take, and it just being so plain and monochromatic like this, it just highlights the coolness of the sculpture. And you can admire all the details free from any color. So easy pick for my number 8. Number 7, and this is the initial release of Skeletor that we got. Same buck that we just saw with the Virgil Abloh version. And this one, of course, has all the contrasting colors. Really cool. I like the blue that they went with for the initial release. And I was pretty impressed with it even when it first came out. Having known the Skeletors, I liked it. It's a little different. Got some wash there. It's a different take, but I like the purples that they went with, and I like the skull, you know, and the hood. So I thought it was pretty cool. And this Skeletor is my number 7. Coming in at number 6. Now here we have a Masterverse deep cut, if you will, into the New Adventures throwback cartoon comics with the Galactic Skeletor. Something that I will say can be a little confusing with the Masterverse line is that they don't really label all of the Skeletors with a different name. They're all pretty much Skeletor, so you just got to keep searching. But I've never had this character, and as a kid, I didn't really like him very much, but he's grown on me. Coming in at number 5 on our top 10 Skeletors in the Masterverse so far is Skeletor. Now, this, I believe, is going to be the motherboard Skeletor, and we're going to see him in the new series. I think this Skeletor is so cool, hence he's number 5. This element here is flexible and posable, so that's cool. It's like a rubber, but there's obviously a wire on the inside. That's chill. You will get articulation from it. You will get swivel. You got the metallic purple. It's really nice. So this is like, I guess something happened with the happened with the Havoc staff, and it became his arm, I'm guessing. But this is such a cool figure. I like it.
I like it.
Our number 4 Skeletor is the deluxe Skeletor that came with the 2-pack with the deluxe He-Man. We haven't seen another release of this figure. We also haven't seen Panther yet. So I just say that because we'll probably, get a 2-pack with that, with this combo with Panther at some point. But this is another wonderful figure. I love the fact that they tried to give it that retro vibe. You've got that retro blue. You've got some shading going on there. You've got shading going on even on the purple. The armor elements are very traditional. He's got the metallic sword. Very, very awesome figure. Number 4, not because I don't think he's so awesome and the retroness is not awesome, because it is, but I do think that my final 3 got him beat. And let's take a look. Number 3, Skeletor. You see what I mean? His name is Skeletor on the box, but this is going to be Horde Skeletor. If you read the bio, it's basically telling us that this is the Horde version of Skeletor. Look at his armor, beautiful in the red and black. I'm really digging the portrait, the glassy black eyes, or the glassy black vacuum. Very nice. Horde Skeletor. Coming in at number 2, my second favorite in my ranking here for Skeletors in the Masterverse is the Viking Skeletor. And I think that his box may have said Viking Skeletor. This piece comes off. You've got some metallic pink. Really nice. Then he does come with a different alternate portrait. This Skeletor does. Super, super cool. Paint on the face there. Really well done. One of my favorite Skeletors, and that's why he's number 2. Number 1, the Frank Langella 1989 Masters of the Universe Skeletor. This figure is superbly well done. Sculpting on the front of the boots. Sculpting all over the place. Skulls and other symbols here. You got hanging straps of plastic all over the place. Metallic paint for days. And because of the nostalgia element of it, because of the deep cut nature of it, it's just really nice to have it and have it in the Masterverse line, so very, very dope. 3 years, 10 Skeletors, and I'm interested because I'm sure the cartoon is going to give us another version or 2, and I'm really curious to find out how the storyline with Skeletor goes, and it's really cool to see him back doing his thing. As always, everybody, thank you so much for coming out and sharing in the experience of collecting toys as an adult. And I hope you're able to keep coming back and share some experiences too. Until next time, everybody. Thank goodness. It's playtime.